Today's coaster review is Great Bear at Hersheypark. This is the only B&M roller coaster at Hersheypark, and this is my favorite roller coaster at Hersheypark. It's super intense, it's really compact, and it's so much fun. It's really smooth too. There's no roughness. It could get a little rough in the back, but I like it better than Lightning Racer and Fahrenheit. Um, I like Great Beer better than Lightning Racer and Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit's fun too. I think they're maybe equal, but I think I like Great Beer a little bit more than Fahrenheit. I haven't ridden Sky Rush yet, and Storm Runner, so I haven't ridden those yet. So I wonder. I'll try to probably go back to Hershey next year, um, to check Sky Rush and Storm Runner out because Sky Rush was the most anticipating one on my trip that I've been looking forward to. But this is my review of Great Beer. Now, this is just one incredible coaster, one fantastic B&M. So let's take a look at the stats. So as you can tell, it was manufactured by B&M. This is the only B&M roller coaster at the park. This is my second favorite B&M roller coaster that I have ridden besides Talon at Dorney Park. So Great Bear beats Nitro at Six Flags Great Adventure. So that means I like Great Bear better than Nitro at Six Flags Great Adventure. Nitro will probably be my third favorite B&M. But Great Beer Talon are just fantastic. Like I said, Great Beer is my second favorite B&M Invert. It's not top five of my favorite roller coasters. Talon I would consider maybe top five. Talon I would consider top five. But Great Bear isn't quite top five. It is top 10. But it isn't top five because it's not as intense as Talon. But yeah, the height is 90 feet. But the drop is way longer. When I was like near, maybe like the Giant Center area, like you can see the parking lot and you can see how tall Great Bear is, and that's only 90. That's like 90 feet. So like comparing maybe like the station and above, that's 90 feet, but the drop is 124 feet. So if you're like in an like a maybe like a I don't know parking lot or like a road, then Great Bear is like 124 feet. But if you're like station wise, the height is 90 feet. Speed 58 miles per hour. I believe that's also Talent's max speed too. Four inversions. You know, Great Bear has four unique inversions. They're really intense inversions. You have a loop, you have a twist, a zero G roll. You also have a corkscrew in there as well, and then it opened in 1998. So actually, let's talk about the land. So Great Bear is sitting on a land between three other roller coasters: Sky Rush, Comet, and Super Duper Looper. I believe Sky Rush. In my opinion, I think Sky Rush and Comet are together, and Great Bear and Super Duper Looper are together because Great Bear and Super Duper Looper, it's like a whole swish of everything, like of track. Like when I was like there, I couldn't tell which one was like because both Super Duper Looper and Great Bear were actually blackish purple. So it's really like comparable. Plus, yeah, and it's and I don't know if it sits on a terrain. It could sit on a terrain. But it does, like if I compare maybe Boulder Dash at Lake Compounds, which just hugs the terrain. I wouldn't say Great Bear maybe hugs the terrain, but Boulder Dash does. But Boulder Dash, Great Bear is compact. It's my second favorite B&M that I have ever ridden. Definitely top 10 all the way. So yeah, the land in 1998, they really need to squish things because you got Super Duper Looper and Comet. Sky Rush wasn't even built by that time, but Great Bear was like in this area. So if Great Bear was in, I would say maybe relocate Super Duper Looper. If Super Duper, because Great Bear and Super Duper Looper are like in the same patio of where roller coasters are. So I would say maybe relocate Great Bear. Of course, they haven't built Lightning Racer. Now, if Lightning Racer would have gone to Super Duper Looper spot, then probably Super Duper Looper will probably have to retire. And Super Duper Looper, I believe, is the second oldest roller coaster at Hershey Park, with Comet at first. So as you can tell, Great Bear was really hard to put in, um, because you had Super Duper Looper and Comet, so it was really hard to put in. So yeah, so let's go through theming. So um, when you're in the queue line, there's not much queue line. There's like it's like a circle-ish queue line. I would say maybe Wicked Cyclone queue line, or I would say that. Um, I would say Wicked Cyclone's queue line. It's something like that, like a circular queue line. But yeah, and then the restraints have is normally those B&M Invert restraints. Yeah. So it's like normally those B&M inverts. And then let's go through ride experience. So when you're walking up the lift hill, you see an amazing view of everything. You get a great view of the Hershey's Triple Tower, Storm Runner, Super Duper Looper right below you, and you also have a great view of Sky Rush and Comet, all right in that section, because Sky Rush and Comet are really in together. Great Bear and Super Duper Looper are like also like in that patio, because you got Great Bear and Super Duper Looper. Like, because if you're like going up the lift hill of Great Bear, then you can see Super Duper Looper right below you. I'll see it. Yeah. So when you're ascending up, um, there's nothing much, just a great view though. And then here's what interesting me when during the drop, because it doesn't start with a drop. It starts with a, I would say, a helix, because Talon. Think of Talon, Batman the Ride at Six Flags Great Adventure, Afterburn, Montu. They all have just a pre-drop and then a big huge drop. This one goes through a helix and then a drop. So then following the drop, you have a loop. You have a couple Zero G rolls. Like, everything on this coaster is intense. This is probably, I don't know, but Hersheypark has the intensity going with Great Beer, Fahrenheit, Storm Runner, and Sky Rush, which all three are fantastic intense. So yeah, and then you go through corkscrews, and that's it. So what am I gonna give Great Bear? I'll definitely be giving it a 10. It's super smooth, very fun. And it hugs the terrain. It's really fun. I love Great Bear. Definitely my second favorite roller coaster that I have ridden. Probably the seventh or sixth favorite roller coaster that I've ever been on. It's somewhere up there. Great Bear is such a fantastic roller coaster. So if you have been on Great Bear, I'd like to know what are your thoughts of Great Bear if you have been on it. What do you think about this review? And stay tuned for more Coaster Box, and I'll see you guys later.